webinar today. Yeah, I'm Claire, your PMP certified holder and IT supporter, and thank you for joining me today. And let me ask you a question at the very beginning. Yeah, are you starting out on your journey to the PMP exam and don't know where to begin? Yeah, I'm sure that you have no ideas about that. That's why should you join our webinar and follow us to figure it out. Yeah. In today, we are going to go deep into simple steps to earning the PMP certification, mainly focus on the requirement of the PMP certification, the PMP exam process. And also, we will try the PMP practice test together. And join me today and test yourself, and I will show you the real exam questions and answers. Besides, you can not only get your target exam dumps at the lowest price, but also you will have the opportunity to win the free study material and crazy discount for the exam dumps. Please stay tuned, and we will share it on our later part. Okay, let's begin with the first part, PMP certification. Yeah, what is the PMP? I know that most of you know that the PMP, the Project Management Professional Certification, is a global recognized project management certification that tests a candidate's ability to manage the people's process and business priority of a professional holder worthwhile, according to the PMP Management Institute, which administrated the certification. This is applicable to project manager in virtually industrial, including health, construction, information technology, and business. Yeah, and I know that some of you want to know how to get the PMP certification. After understanding what is the PMP certification, and it's quite important to understand how to get this certification. So let's start. For the first step, you need to confirm you're eligible. If you have a 4-year degree, you need to have 36 months of leading project and also 35 hours of project management education or training. If you don't have the training, you need to require the CAPM certification. If you are high school diploma or associate degree, you need to have 60 months leading project and 35 hours of project management education. If you have a bachelor degree or higher from a GC accredited program, you need to have 24 months leading projects. Besides, you will also require hours of or training. As you can refer to this requirement, no matter what is your education background, the most important is that you need to have 35 hours of project management education. And when you apply for the PMP certification, you need to have a certificate to show that you have attend the 35 hours of the project management education or training. Yeah. Let's example. This is quite important when you apply for the PMP certification. Then you will need to move to the step 2 and gather your info and apply for the PMP certification. So in this process, you need to gather the information about the project that you have lead, including where have you worked, your role and responsibility, and duration of the project. Also, as we just mentioned, that you need to have show that the training you have complete. Yeah. So it's quite important that you have 35 hours quality of. This is the application checklist. If you need to the PDF file, you can join our WhatsApp group and contact admin to get the file. Yeah. Okay. You can take a look at it. After apply for the PMP application, then you will need to. And now you can take the PMP exam online. According to your schedule, you can take the exam on day or night. All you need is when you are ready to take the exam is to sign autumn-based exemption as appointments are limited and filling fast. And you will need to have a computer with a webcam, a reliable international connection in case you lose the internet during your exam. And what is the most important is a quiet space where you can spend a few uninterrupted hours, since you need to take the exam in quiet environment. So when you take the exam, it's quite important to understand what is on the PMP exam. Yeah, for the exam, there is a few parts. For the first part is people. The percentage of people in the PMP exam is about 42, composing a little than our exam. The people section include questions on leading and building teams, managing conflict, supporting virtual teams, mentoring, and other related topics. Emphasis on the soft skill that you need to effectively lead a project team in today's changing environment. Yeah, for the first part, there is about 42% on the exam. And for the second part is the process. It is almost 50% of the exam. The process section tests your knowledge on the methodology of seeing a project through the commitment. Yeah, you may be asked about management budgets and other resources, scheduling, handling change in the project, and determining the best methodology for the project. We enforce the technical aspects of successfully management project. And last but not least is about the business environment. It is the business environment portion of the exam deals broadly with business as tackle as project management, like complement, delivering value, and supporting organizational change, highlighting the connection between the project and organizational strategy. They have the present predictive approach, while the other represent agent or hybrid approach. The research conducted about the job task analysis validated today's project management predictor work on a variety of project environments and utilize different project approach. According to the PMP certification will be reflective of this will approach across spectrum. And about half of the examination will represent the predictive project management approach, and other parts will represent the agent or hybrid approach. Predictive agent and hybrid approach will be found three domains and are not isolated any particular domain or task. And okay, let's move to work on the PMP exams. The PMP exam is composed of 180 questions, but the same numbers of questions will be solved. Yeah, and you need to finish the exam within 230 hours. One additional break for a total of 2 10-minute break for a computer-based test. No schedule based for paper-based exam. Questions will be combination of multi-choice, multi-response, matching, hotspot, and limited fill in the blank. Yeah. And some of you may know what is the exam questions look like. Let's move to the new questions type. Yeah. Drag and drop questions and hotspot questions. You can refer to. Yes, now info of the PMP exam. Now let's move to the most important part. Yeah, let's do the exam questions for the people who answer 5 questions correctly. You will have chance to win the free PMP ebooks. Yeah, let's start from the first questions. Your manager has asked you to include a human resources management plan and schedule management plan in your project management plan. Is that the appropriate place for this item? Now it's your turn. Okay, thumbs up. Let's review the answer. A, B, C, D. Yeah, the correct answer is D. The project management team. The project management plan is a comprehensive document that integrates all a subsidiary management plan according to guide the human resources management plan and the schedule management plan are standard components of the overall project management plan. They are not typically standalone documents, and their development is a part of the initial planning process group. Therefore, including them is the both appropriate and aligned with the standard project management best practice. Okay, let's move to the question number 2. In a project that was yet to begin, many of the project team members know in advance. This is called okay, thumbs up. Let's review the answer. The correct answer is C. The scenario describes status where team members are identified and assigned to the project before the project will begin. This is the definition of the pre-assignment. This often occurs When special expertise is required from the staff, team members are assigned by the contract or stakeholder request, and the project is internal, and the resources is known and available in advance. Question number 3. You are manager a project to design microprocessor control system. The design was estimated to complete in 3 months with 7 milestones. The 6th milestone is the prototype to hand over to manufacturing. All milestones before the prototyping has been complete ahead of the schedule, with the 6th one being delayed for 4 months as the prototype has been sent back several times due to the conflict between the departments. And you are now planning to hold a meeting to review the design specification and handle conflict between the design and menu. Who is the force? Okay, let's reserve the correct answer is B. The project manager is ultimately responsible for the coordinating of project activities. Yeah, so the correct answer is B. Okay, now let's move to the question number 4. You are a PMP reviewing project files to help you write a lessons learned document on a software project you are finishing. Which of the following is not a part of a project file? Okay, time's up. Let's review the answer. The correct answer is D. Project deliverables are the final products, results, and service created for the customer. While the documentation is a part of the project file, the physical deliverables are not filed as part of the project administrator paperwork. In contrast, items like change management document, project cylinders, and the project management plan are all part of the project's official records and are included in the project's file used for editing and lesson learned. Okay, let's move to the question number 5. Vendor selection and the management and documentation of lesson learned are tasks that fall under this project area. Okay, Hamza, let's review the answer. The correct answer is B. Okay, I made some mistake. The correct answer is C. Yeah. The conduct procurement process specific involving obtaining seller response, selecting a seller, and awarding a contract. Management the relationships with the select vendor, and documenting lessons learned from the procurement process and integrate tasks performed within this process to ensure effective vendor management and future process improvement. Okay, let's move to the question number 6. Which process group corresponding the first component of the plan to do task? Okay, so let's review the answers. The correct answer is B. In the plan to do check, add PDCA circle to add component involving taking corrective and preventive action based on the check phase. In project management, this directly corresponds to the monitoring and controlling process group. This is where the performance is measured and analyzed. The necessary change are implemented to optimize project performance and bring it in line with the project management plan. Okay, let's move to the question number 7. Which of the following is not the valid instance of the waste? Okay, time's out. Let's review the answer. The correct answer is A. The risk transfer shift the navigate impact of a threat to a third party. Fixed price contract transfer the risk of the cost overrun to the seller, and performance bonds and voluntary financial transfer the risk of the failure to the another part, and the cost resemble contracts, however, leave the majority of the cost rate with the buyer, as the seller cost is resemble. Therefore, there is not a form of risk transfer. Okay, let's move to the question number 8. You have two functional manager arguing about the impact of your have on their department. What is the best response? Now you will have 15 seconds to understand to choose the. Okay, time's up. Let's review the answer. The correct project manager, it is your responsibility to proactively adjust shareholder conflict and ensure alignment by analysis and communicate the specific impact of the project. You provide factual and data-driven information that can help clarify misunderstanding, reduce emotional argument, and emphasize the project strategy in components. This approach fosters collaboration and support informs decision making rather than ignoring the issues, deflecting responsibility, or making premature resources demand. So the correct answer is B. Analysis and report to each manager the impact your project will have on their departments in terms of the times and resources required and the related enterprise priority of your project. So the correct answer is C. Yeah. It's B. Yeah, B. Okay, let's move to the next question, number 9. Bill is the project manager of a software project that is original estimate to complete in 12 months. 2 months into the project, and it is discovered that the original estimating assumptions are functionally false, and the estimate at complement is such as the. Okay, thumbs up. Let's review the answer. The correct answer is A. Yeah, you will have a few seconds to review this. Okay, let's move to the question number 10. Due to a tight project schedule, a project manager does not document lessons learned all through the project. However, at the end of the project, he finally documents the lesson learned. Your comment on this would be. Okay, thumbs up. Let's review the answer. The correct answer is A. While it is the best practice to document lessons learned constantly throughout the project, the minimum requirement is to perform this activity during the project or phase conclusion. The project manager has made this minimum requirement by documenting them at the end, while not ideal. This action is acceptable and fulfill the project management process. Okay, let's move to the question number 11. You are managing a highly complex job manufacturing projects, and response is highly motivated and influential. You are optimistic about the outcomes of the project. However, you are not sure about the project approach requirement that measure the success of the project. So you would like to document the name of the person who signed off on the project. The criteria that constitute the success of the project. Which of the following documents should you use first to incorporate project approach requirement? Okay, thumbs up. Let's review the answer. The correct answer is B. Yeah, the project charter is the functional document that formally authorizes the project. It is developed during the initial process group, and it is the first and the most appropriate document that defines the high-level project approach requirement. This includes specifying the project success criteria and identifying the authority who will formally accept the final product or service, while the project management plans and scope statement will later elaborate on this detail. The chapter is primarily a source for the information during the project initial. Okay, let's move to the question number. While reviewing the project accurate and accounting record for your project, you discover that there is a pattern of unauthorized expense by a specific resources. This expense is not within the scope of the project and has been somewhat camouflaged within a number of large and complicated expense report. What would you do? Okay, time's up. Let's reveal the answer. The correct answer is C. Okay, let's move to the next question. Which of the following is not a valid statement regarding to the critical path method? Okay, time's up. Let's review the answers. The correct answer is C. Okay, let's move to the next. Which of the following is not an example of the work performance report? A, B, C, D. Yeah, it's your turn. Okay, time's up. Let's review the answer. The correct answer is B. The project charter is the document developed during the project initial to formally authorize the project and define the project management authorities. This is not a work performance report as it does not contain ongoing performance data or updates. Work performance reports such as status reports, project update memos, and the project recommendation are generated during the project execute to communicate performance information and support decision making. Okay, let's move to the final question. Your project team were in two different buildings across the city. The team has been struggling to perform effectively and has a difficult time with solving problems. What would be the best team's development technical to resolve this issue? Okay, thumbs up. Let's review the answer. The correct answer is C. The core issue described is the physical separation of the team across two buildings, which hinder communication, collaboration, and effective problem solving. Co-location addresses this directly by bringing team members together in a single location, fostering better interaction and quiet decision making, and improve team dynamic. While meditation, reward, and training might offer partially benefits, they do not resolve the foundational barrier of distance, making co-location and the most effective team development technical in this scenario. Yeah, that's all for today's quiz. And if you answer 5 questions correctly, you can join our WhatsApp group and contact admin to get the free books about the PMP exam certification. Okay, yeah, I know that every one of you joining our live webinar and the demo test because you would like to prepare and pass the PMP exam. However, most of the guys are so confused about it. If the PMP have so many advantages, how do I get it? Yeah, and which ways to study? I have no I have to work and how I study. And some of the guys must know the PMP, but consider it is a little bit difficult to get it. Easy and no idea how to start. All of these confusions SPOTO will help you to solve this. So no need to worry about it. Yeah, and I also want to do interaction with with you that if you are watching our live stream. Yeah. So how many times that does it take to learn the PMP exam? Can you share with me? Yeah, I noticed that some of you answer 3 months. Yeah, that is not accurate answer. Two factors determine it. Your current project management experience and the amount of time that you can devote to preparation on a regular basis. Earning your PMP gives you a solid foundation for any file. Yeah. And And I typically it takes 3 months. Yeah, I see many of you type half years or 5 months, but with good practice, you can pass the exam within 40 days with SPOTO. Let me help you to simplify the PMP exam process. In the first step, you need to involve it in the PMP training course and attend the course to get the certified PDUs. After that, you will need to gather your educational background and training information and the project that you need to apply for the PMP exam. And the next step is move to taking and prepare for the exam. Like you can use small tests, PMP practice tests, or you can choose our exam service during the exam to clear the exam. After that, you will have 3 months validation of your PMP certification. after three years, you need to renew your certification. And if you have no ideas about it, you can choose SPOTO. We definitely can help you. And we have PMP training course, PMP price test part, application service or exam survey to help you prepare for our PMP training. We have authorized training partner. Our tutor is very professional. Yeah. Okay, and now we have huge offer for the PMP course package. For the training, we have 3 months online time access, and for the 3 months access, the price is $49.99. And if you need the lifetime access package, the price is $99.99. But our best seller is PMP full training course. We will provide you the PMP application to have your application approved, and we will provide 3 months unlimited access to the PMP online video course, and also we will provide certified contact hour for the PMP exam. So the price now is only $150. And here is our latest passing report for the PMP exam. Our PMP exam is keep passing. And after get the PMP application, you will need to prepare for the PMP exam. SPOTO have the latest and sure shot PMP exam dumps. Our dump is 100% cover the accurate PMP exam questions. And also, our exam dump has less questions than other vendors. And fewer questions and higher quality deserve good price since your time is the money. Yeah. To save time and you can save a lot of money. So in today's live stream, and what is the price for the PMP exam dump? Yeah. Our original price for the PMP exam dump is 700. And for today, it's only $350. Yeah, you can enjoy 50% of the for the PMP exam dumps. Okay, and if you don't have enough times and schedule for the PMP preparation, you can choose our exam service. For the exam service, you can prepare, our tutors will take the exam remotely for you. Yeah, we guarantee 100 pass. And the original price 800, and for today it's $350 only. If you want to pass your PMP exam, don't miss today's offer. Yeah. And also one all-in-one package, which means that we will provide the certified PAUs and help you to get the PMI application approval and provide the process service or the PMP dumps to help you clear the exam. And also we guarantee that we will provide the lowest price for the renewal service after 3 years. Yes, today only. The original price for this package is 1,000. Yeah, and for today is only $400. Yeah, $400. Lowest price ever. And don't miss today's offer. Yeah. Also, besides in today's week, we will not only have the huge offer for the PMP exam, we will also have huge offer for other IT certification like Cisco, AWS, Microsoft, ISACA, and more. Yeah, and you don't you need to get ready for this offer since the Black Friday is coming. We will have special offer for the CCIE, and also we will provide extra range hour for all live exam. Also, we will have the lowest price for the all exam terms and service. And in the Black Friday, you will have chance to win free order. And what is the most important? If you buy two times and more, you will get more discount. So don't miss today's offer for the Black Friday. And it's very easy to order in SPOTO, and you can choose the certification that you want. Yeah, and then you can pay with the PayPal or in Pay or Western Union. And after that, we will provide the service to you. Yeah, and then schedule the exam to pass the exam. So it's really easy to pass with the SPOTO to get your certification. Yeah. Last but not least, before today's end, I will want to share more about SPOTO with you. Founded in 2003, SPOTO specializes in IT certification and past material. Yeah, and we have helped many candidates with their and we have many tutors in all over the world. And SPOTO is a leading online learning platform connecting thousands of students to skills they need to succeed. And also we have very experienced expert teams to help you prepare. And also we get highly recommendation from our candidates, as you can see from the Trust Pilot. Okay, and uh, that's almost the end of today's webinar. If you want to get the offers, please join the WhatsApp group in the comment section and don't miss today's offer. And see you next time. Bye.